Hey everybody, Tempocrazed here. Sorry it's been a while since we did a video. Here's going to be a quick little video. I am sending off a bunch of my graded coins to GreatCollections. So deal with GreatCollections here is I had reached out to them with a bunch of the coins that I was going to be sending off to them. Let me get some of these coins out. And they had said it was during the ANA, I don't know, one of the big events anyway, and they said that, oh, well, your coins shouldn't be graded and this and that, and they were all graded coins, and so they kind of screwed up and stuff, and I got pretty upset with them, and I told them, I said, well, I'll be letting YouTube know that not to use GreatCollections and stuff, and I tell you what, Ian Russell, one of the founders of GreatCollections, actually reached out to me, apologized for the mess up, and said, please go ahead and send me those coins and we'll get them listed for you and everything. Some of these coins you guys have seen before, some you haven't, and there's one that I'm missing that I have to try to find before I do all this. But what we'll show you is what the coins are here that we're going to be sending, and then what we'll do after that is we'll show you. I'll fill out the GreatCollections paperwork and I'll show you that. So here we go. Let's get this thing started. Let's see. Just grab anything here. This one can't go, unfortunately. I'd have to have this one regraded. And man, look at that. Those feathers though. So I'm gonna end up having to have this one graded because I mean BU quality. I mean, it says this is a details coin, but I don't see why they wouldn't have just graded this, but it is ICG, so you never know, right? But man, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous coin, and probably worth a good amount of money. But anyway, all right. So you guys, some of y'all seen the CAC MS66, beautifully toned dime. That's gonna be going. Here's some new ones that I just got in. These are some Rosies. And they are silver. They probably won't bring in a whole lot of money. 10, 15 bucks a piece maybe. But they're going. Here's one I just won from Blue Ridge Silverhound. Some of you might have saw this one that I won from him. He claims, and I love Blue Ridge, but he claims that this coin should bring about $250. I guess we'll find out because we will be reviewing what each coin brings in a follow-up video. So, beautiful toning on this coin. It is a really gorgeous coin. But I need money for something else that I'll talk about at the end of the video here. Here's a Proof 70 decam. Look at that, huh? Proof 70, top dollar right there. That's a nice one. Here we go. 2022 special proof. This is the burnished one. This is the burnished one, and definitely holdered weird though. I don't know. Sometimes that brings money extra, sometimes it doesn't. Here's the, look at that, original bag fragment. That's so cool. MS67. Toned. That's a really nice coin right there. Beautiful thing right there. And next we got a, this is the other one I won from Blue Ridge. Again, this one is toned. MS66 full step. 5 full steps. Beautiful coin there. Next one we have is a Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. Something on the holder, but there you go. Next one is a Proof 70 Reverse Proof. Reverse Proof Silver. Yeah. There you go. Another nice one. Proof 69 decam. Silver. This one here is going to be the real fun one. The Proof 68 red. The 61. Now this coin in the past has sold, not this one exactly, but one similar to this, had sold at auction for 400. That's not what it lists for, but that's what it sold for at auction, so we'll see. This was a birthday gift, and thank you for the birthday gift, but right now, again, I need money for something else. So we're going to go ahead and sell it. Hopefully we can get 90 to 100 for it. And then the last one is this 1898 O MS63. You see the barely any breast feathers on this O? That's why I think that 1885 I have there would actually grade quite a bit higher. So that's it. Those are the coins. And then if I can find the Proof 70 2-ounce coin, I'll probably send it off too. But that's it. That's all I'm sending off. And we'll catch this video up when I'm filling out the paperwork. We'll see you there. Alright everybody, so here we are at GreatCollections.com/main-sell page here. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to do certified and raw coins. We're going to click on that. It's going to open up a PDF here for us. Alright, this is, if you do it online or if you have a way to do it, this is a fillable PDF. I will fill out all this stuff on this side afterwards, but for right now we're going to go with name. I'm not going to run this under my company. Submission type, we're going to do certified, and then minimum bid, select one. All coins start at a minimum bid to be set by Great Collections, recommended. Yep, and you can set your own here if you want, but I'm just going to let Great Collections decide what to set everything at. Now here, this part says it's only required for raw coins, so we don't need to worry about 4. If you're going to do this part, you have to worry about it, you know, what's going to be sent where and whatever. Next, this here is for CAC sticker review. So if, say, Great Collections decides that they think you can either have everything submitted if you want, no review, or let Great Collections decide. So if they decide that, hey, something should be sent in for CAC review, now of course you get charged for this, don't forget that. But I'm going to go ahead and let them decide. So if I have anything that they think it should get sent in, they'll send it in. So these are not going to be in the same order that you saw me show them, just because I don't know what order that was. That was a couple days ago. So alright, here we go. So we're going to start here. We got a 2018 2018 San Francisco. Denomination is a 20, of course, good timing, 25. I don't know if they're going to want C or not. I'm going to put the C in because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Okay, so this is a Proof 70, and then we're gonna go with the number here on this one is, and I don't know why people cover these numbers up. I mean, unless they're worried about people like you go to buy one on eBay or something, unless they're worried about people's gonna take it and, you know, do that fake thing, it doesn't really make sense to me, because these numbers are really nice to be able to look up a coin certification, you know. So technically that's the number right there. The -020 afterwards is actually just a lot more of a lot number, but if it'll let me, I'm gonna put it in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in. I'm just going to leave that because that's what fits best. Alright, So, optional value, notes, you know, I mean, note here, I can just put reverse proof, right? Or I can put silver. I'll just put that in. Silver. Alright. Done. That one is now done. Let's grab another coin. We have a 2019 S. And we'll do again 25¢. That's what PCGS puts theirs as, so, or not yeah, when I'm submitting. So I've never submitted this way, so I'm just going with what I know. Proof 69. So this is a proof 69. That's 89. 69. They'll figure it out. It's an ultra cameo, but I'm sure they'll figure it out on their end, right? So we have a number of 8 to 832. These numbers are really small, so unless you have really good eyes, good luck. 6071. And we'll put silver. And that's done. Grab another one. Here we have a 1961. It's actually an S, but but that's okay. Here, 1 cent. And this is it says PF, weird. PF 68, 68 RD. Let's just go with R for red. And this number is 6587370. No idea. David? I'm not going to worry about it on that one. That's the proof penny that at auction at one point, that's exact from that batch, sold at auction for like 400, and I seen it and it looked identical to that one, so I don't know. Alright, next we're going to go with a 1959. Again, this is a proof, but 1 cent. That's weird. There we go. And it's a proof 67. And then the star, well, hopefully it should take it. Let's see here. Star. There we go. Which means it has great eye appeal. And it's 6784172. So as I was saying before in the last video, I was saying that I had an issue here. I wasn't going to go with GreatCollections. I was going to go with someone else because I had an issue with GreatCollections where I had reached out to them. I had these coins exactly. I had put into a picture, reached out and said, hey, you know, I want to sell my coins with GreatCollections. And they said, oh, well, those coins aren't worth even getting graded. You know, you're better off selling them to a coin dealer or something like that. And I was like, these coins are graded, you know. So I called and I raised, you know what. And before long, I actually, like I said, I had the owner, Ian, or one of the founders, Ian Russell, actually called me and apologized for it. Just, he said, you know, something got lost in translation, or they, you know, transposed what email they were sending out, or whatever. So that's why I'm going with them now. So 1898 O. Go out like that. And this is going to be an MS63. And our number, this is an older holder too, by the way. 3613816. Alright. Should I just put Morgan maybe? We'll go Morg. They don't give you a lot of room for notes. I mean, I could do it if I was writing it out by hand, but this looks so much better than my handwriting. Alright, next one. We have a 2022 S 25 cent, not an X. And this is a, what is this thing? Proof 69. Proof 69. It's an ultra cameo, but, and the number is 8325420. And I'm gonna get these all packaged up today. I'll get them shipped off to the. I'll get them over to the post office and get them shipped off to GreatCollections, and then they can do whatever they do and get them all set up for on their auction, and then we'll have a follow-up to see how I did on these coins, if it was worth it or not, if I think I made money on it, or if I lost money, or whatever, you know. So 1944 S 5 cent. And this is an MS 67. This one's that really cool one that has the bag fragment. So that's what I'm going to put in the notes, is just bag. 8345051. So, okay. Now on to the next one. Next one is a 1943 Denver 5 cent, not a 5X. 5 cent. This is an MS 66 FS. We're just gonna go with it. Full step. I wonder if I put it in smaller, if I put it instead of caps. Let's see, M, no, that's not gonna matter. I wonder, can I change my font size by chance? I cannot, because I don't own this. Okay. Just thought I'd check. MS 66 FS, whatever. I mean, they have the numbers here, they can go off of that. 06601 4158. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll change this to here, and then I'll put over here 5FS. 5FS. There we go. Perfect. Alright. We're doing good here. Let me get my tape out of the way. I brought everything upstairs to for my house here to. I usually do my packaging and my shows downstairs, but I'm doing this upstairs, so different computer. 1958, not 1910 cent. And this is a MS 66. This is the CAC one. Beautifully toned up one. Hopefully this one does. I'm hoping, I know I paid like, I want to say like $60, $70 for this, so I'm really hoping with that toning though that we can get up there in that $200 range. I mean, that's what the guy that I bought it from thought that maybe it would be worth. So I don't know how to put their number in. I'm gonna put in just their first few digits here. I mean, it's yeah, 0.66. We'll just go with that. I'll just put CAC. That should help them. Alright, next. We have a 1993. This I'm not expecting to get a lot for. I didn't pay much for it either, so 10 cent. This is a Proof 69 decam. And this number is, we're just gonna go with the 95280.69. I have another one of these here. I think it's the exact same. So that is not the number. The number I needed actually is a different number. Okay. So that actually is good. It's the second number on the PCGS one here because there's a slash there. So we need the 512 519 29 is the one, and then we need the exact same thing except for we're gonna copy this part, copy, and we're gonna paste it here, except for we're gonna put 30 for the last numbers. Again, this is the same exact coin, so it's a Proof 69 decam. Again, I paid a couple dollars each for these. Actually, I think I want to say that it was in a lot of a bunch of other coins. And if I were to say that I paid anything for them, I really don't think I did, because, like I say, they were in a lot of some other coins. So in the end, I probably didn't really pay anything for them. I probably was going after the other coins that were in that lot. So, alright, next coin we got a 22 S, 25 cent. And this is a Proof 70. Maybe I'll put that as Nina or something over there, because there's a couple different ones here. Or isn't there another Proof 70 from 2022 I put in? And yeah, right up there. Well, it was a Proof 69, so it don't really matter, I guess. 450100576. Okay. Next, this might be easier if you just write it in, but it'd be too hard. It'd be difficult for me to show, so it's easier for me to show you this way. Next, we're gonna put in a 1974 S, $1. Proof 67. The number on this one is 5469645. I'm gonna put toned on there. Actually, I'm gonna go back up and do that with I can't really do it that one or that one. Those two are also toned. This one, I'm going to put in this optional, actually right here, or this amount right here, or optional amount, whatever, because, like I said, this was a gift, or a win, I shouldn't say a gift, it was a win from Blue Ridge Silverhound, who specifically said that he believed this coin would be worth $250 at auction. And this one, the same thing. You guys can go see his video. It was for the summer giveaway. So if you didn't see it, you can go look at that. Again, this one he said would be a $150 coin. So I'm gonna specifically put in those two. Those they're arbitrary, right? We're doing an auction here, so it doesn't matter if I get, what it says. I mean, it is what it is, right? But just so I have it in there, I guess. For me, I hope that Blue knows his stuff, and I get, $400 for those two coins. That'd be great. I appreciate them, but again, there's a reason I'm doing this. I need to move on some coins and stuff for a specific reason, and so that's what I'm doing. Alright, and next we got a 2022 W West Point Silver Eagle. Yeah, $1. I thought they were $1. Which I think is hilarious, because obviously a 1 ounce Silver Eagle is worth right now like over $40, right? So, but whatever. This is going to be an SP 69. This is a special. This is a burnished one. They do carry a premium on eBay, so hopefully that'll actually reflect too on GreatCollections. If not, I mean, it is what it is. I don't owe a bunch for it or anything like that, so I'm just gonna put Eagle, and that's it for that part. That's all the coins. So we're sending out 14 coins. First I thought it was 15, but that other one was that Morgan that I can't send because it's not actually graded, even though it's in a holder. He said that I'd have to have that one regraded, and I don't want to pay for grading right now. So, number of coins, 14. Now, value. We didn't go through and actually look up what the value of each of these coins is on, whatever. I'm gonna go through ahead and do that right now with you. I'm gonna look them up on my phone, on PCGS, all of them, even though some are NGC and stuff. I'm gonna look them all up on PCGS with you, except for those two, because those are, different numbers. And this I'm not gonna worry about. No cash advance needed. I'll sign that when I print this out and stuff. If you want to read through here, I'll scroll through their consignment information so you can take a look. Go ahead and pause the video. Alright, so go ahead and take a look at all that if you want. Pause the video, whatever. There we go. So, let's get started on that. Oh, I'll go ahead and tell you what the news is. So, I did start a new YouTube channel. It's Tempocrazed Outdoors. I have put way more effort actually into the new Tempocrazed Outdoors channel than I did into this channel. This channel will still get some updates here and there. It's not going to be as often as the other one. On the other channel, I am rebuilding a boat, fishing boat, and then once spring comes next year, the plan is to sell that boat, use the money from this sale, another auction that I have going on, of some artwork, the boat sale, all that, to try to buy a pontoon boat, a wrecked one, that I plan to make into a houseboat, and then have a 7-day adventure or longer out on a lake, on a chain of lakes in central Minnesota, catch, cook type thing. So it's kind of a big deal for me. I'm very excited about it. So if you guys want, there'll be a link down below where you can go and check out my other channel. Please do. I could really use the support over there. It's not just the adventure and boating and outdoors and stuff like that. For me, it's also a self adventure, trying to lose weight, get healthier, and everything for me and my family. So I'd really appreciate anybody that wants to go over there and subscribe to my other channel. And again, this one will still get updates, just not as regular as they had been in the past. So let's see. First, we got a quota, a 2018 silver. 2018. I'll have to look and see what that coin is, because obviously I don't. There's a few different ones here, right? Are you this? Nope, that's not it. Penny. That's the 2019. 2018 is the proof 70. Okay, yep. That's the Voyagers 2018 S. And that's a reverse proof one. And that's $32 in on PCGS. So optional, I'm gonna put 40 down. Just hoping that because it is a proof 70, they're not as common. I mean, there's population of 666 on PCGS, so that kind of helps you figure out how common they are. Okay, now proof 69, 19. This is going to be American Memorial Park, and this is just the Ultra Cameo. Okay, let's see, American Memorial Park. $17 in a proof 70. So we're gonna go with $20. We're always gonna hope that we get more, right? Alright. Now this 61, I'm gonna put down the 400 because I know that it's gone for that in the past. I had seen a deal for it before. Now, the 1959, that's going to be a tough one to figure out. The 59 wheat penny, or not wheat penny, memorial penny there. Nope, wrong thing. 59 proof 59. Okay, so I'm going to look it up as a decam, because actually it doesn't have an ultra cameo, this, that, whatever. It's a eye appeal thing with for the star. So proof 67 is 325. Will it realize that? No. It's gonna realize probably more like expectations. It's probably gonna be more like $100. I'm gonna put it in at 125, But, you know what, we're just going to go with that. And I'm sure everybody's going to have their own opinion on this video of what it should be and this and that, and you're welcome to your opinion. This is the numbers I'm going with. These numbers are literally arbitrary. They mean zero because, again, it's an auction and things are going to go for what they're going to go for. 1898 MS63 is 115. We're going to put her in for 150. 150. Alright. 2022 S. Let's see. Alright, that's the Maya Angelou. Let's see, the Maya and oops, close the app. Quarter. And you guys can all go look this stuff up if you want and see these different prices, but this is a silver proof, obviously. Maya Angelou silver. This is a proof 69. $12. So we'll just put in like 15 bucks. Yes, I am rounding up. Alright, now this one's really tough to tell because the bag fragment could add a significant or not significant amount of money to this. I struggled to find actual auction ones. Like, I found ones on like eBay, but I'm talking like a big site, like, you know. So this one could be an interesting one. It's an MS67, which is an $80 coin. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on. Wrong number. It's a 44S, not a 42. Come on, get with the program. There we go. 44S is a $110 coin, but with that bag fragment, we could be looking at 200 bucks, and that's what I'm going to put this down as. I'm going to put this down as a $200 coin. Alright, now we're off to 58. This is going to be that dime. Yeah. Dime. Now this one's got that toning going on it, right? So that's that CAC one. It's a toned. It's a 58. And it's an MS66, which gives us $26. But with that toning, I'm going to put it in at 150. I think that it should go for 150. But time will tell, right? Alright, next we have the two 1993S proofs. 1993. Where is it? 1993S. I went to quarter. How did I get to? No. Oh wow, that was weird. I went into. I'm under dimes, and I went to 93S, and it took me to a quarter. Under proof. That was very interesting. So let's see here again. Proof. 1993S. Yeah, pulls up a quarter. That is crazy. I'm gonna screenshot this. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot this, and I'll drop it in this video down there, so y'all can see this, because that is absolutely crazy. PCGS, fix your stuff. We're just gonna put in 10 bucks on each of these because I have no clue, but that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Now we got 2022 Proof 70. Hello, Proof 70. Where are you? There you are. That is Nina. Let me put that over here. I was going to, and then I didn't, I guess. Nina. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'll drop that down below so you can see that, or not down below, I'll drop that into the video so you can see that screenshot. That was kind of funny. Alright, 2022. Nope, that's not 22. There we go. 2022 Proof. So Nina. There we go. $20 in a 70. Let's go with let's do like 30. You notice I'm rounding up here on most of these. The reason for that is that a lot of times these companies, well, I know when you're sending these coins in, they want it for grading purposes, but or for insurance purposes, I should say. So if something happens, I think this is more just an optional thing, just because. But alright, next one we have a bullion coin. So we got American Silver Eagle. This is going to be a 2022 W. 2022. So it's going to be a special one. Yep, burnished. Here it is. A 69 burnished is 58. We're gonna throw 75 on there. Not at 75, you dum-dum. Alright. Alright, well, let's pull up a congonculator. I don't know if you guys will actually see it. I don't know if it shows up or not. I don't have two screens on this computer, which is one issue, I guess, using it, but I really don't know that penny's gonna realize the 400, but we're gonna go with it. And hopefully it does, you know? I mean, I could definitely use that kind of extra money. 30, 250, and 75 equals 1625. So there you go, 1625. So 1625 is what I'm coming up with. You know, I'd love to be able to tell you how much that's going to cost, you know, but like seller fees are as low as $5 for coins up to 1,000, but that's just for one coin. So all of my coins are under that, so it's 5% per coin. But then there's, you know, you start, also there's a, I don't know where it says, it's somewhere in here. It says that there's some fees for listing and stuff. It's not too bad. I don't remember where it is here, but I'm sure somebody saw it somewhere and or has done this before, and they'll tell me in the comments. But there you have it, folks. This is what we're going to be sending in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give that thumbs up. If you didn't, well, sorry. If you're not happy that I'm going to be doing stuff on a different channel again, sorry, but I do hope you do come over and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to watch anything. Just subscribe. Help me out. And I'm going to get this stuff shipped off, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, all the good stuff, and we'll catch you later.